Welcome to the jungle renting in the city that never sleeps. Finding an apartment in New York City can be a daunting task, especially for newcomers. The competition is fierce, the prices are high, and the process can feel like a whirlwind. But don't let that discourage you. With a little preparation and the right information, you can navigate the rental market with confidence. This guide will equip you with the essential knowledge to find your perfect, or at least almost perfect, NYC apartment. First things first, forget everything you think you know about renting. New York City is a different beast altogether. The rental market here moves at lightning speed, and apartments get snatched up quickly. You need to be prepared to act fast and decisively. Another important thing to remember is that you're not just renting an apartment, you're buying into a lifestyle. New York City is a vibrant and exciting place to live, but it's also a concrete jungle with its own unique set of challenges. Be prepared for noise, crowds, and the occasional cockroach sighting. But don't worry, the rewards of living in New York City far outweigh the challenges. The energy, the diversity, the endless opportunities, it's an experience unlike any other. So buckle up, get ready for an adventure, and let's dive into the exciting world of New York City rentals. Setting your site's budget, boroughs, and building types. Before you start your apartment hunt, it's crucial to determine your budget and understand how far your money will stretch in the city. New York City is notorious for its high cost of living, and rent is often the biggest expense. Be realistic about what you can afford and factor in additional costs like utilities, groceries, and transportation. Next, consider which borough best suits your lifestyle and preferences. Manhattan is the beating heart of the city, offering unparalleled convenience, culture, and nightlife. But it also comes with the highest price tag. Brooklyn, with its trendy neighborhoods, thriving art scene, and more affordable options, has become increasingly popular in recent years. Queens, the city's most diverse borough, offers a more residential feel with green spaces and ethnic enclaves. Finally, think about the type of building you envision yourself living in. Do you crave the charm of a pre-war building with high ceilings and exposed brick? Or do you prefer the modern amenities of a new construction? Consider factors like laundry facilities, elevator access, and outdoor space, as these can significantly impact your day-to-day living experience. Apartment hunting like pro websites, brokers, and showings. Now that you have a clearer picture of your ideal living situation, it's time to dive into the apartment hunt. The internet is your best friend in this process, with websites like StreetEasy, Zillow, and Apartments.com offering comprehensive listings and search filters. Familiarize yourself with these platforms and set up alerts to stay ahead of the game. While online listings are a great starting point, working with a real estate broker can be beneficial, especially for first-time renters. Brokers have access to a wider range of listings, including exclusive properties that may not be advertised publicly. However, keep in mind that brokers typically charge a fee, usually a percentage of the annual rent. Once you've identified some promising apartments, it's time to schedule showings. Be prepared to act fast, as desirable apartments can get rented out within hours. When attending showings, pay close attention to the apartment's condition, natural light, noise levels, and overall feel. Don't hesitate to ask questions and get a sense of the building and the neighborhood. Deciphering the lease terms, conditions, and your rights. Congratulations. You've found an apartment you love. Now comes the legal part, the lease agreement. This legally binding document outlines the terms of your tenancy, including the rent amount, lease duration, security deposit, and house rules. It's crucial to carefully review every clause of the lease before signing on the dotted line. Pay close attention to the lease duration. Most apartments in New York City are rented on an annual basis, but some landlords may offer shorter-term leases, usually at a premium. Understand the implications of breaking the lease before the agreed-upon term, as you may be subject to financial penalties. Familiarize yourself with your rights as a tenant in New York City. The city has strong tenant protection laws that cover issues such as security deposits, rent increases, and eviction procedures. Resources like the NYC Rent Guidelines Board and the Metropolitan Council on Housing provide valuable information on tenant rights and legal assistance. Section 5, the landlord dance: communication, repairs, and renewals. Once you've moved into your new abode, establishing a good relationship with your landlord or property manager is essential. Clear and respectful communication is key to addressing any issues that may arise during your tenancy. Keep your landlord informed of any necessary repairs and document all communication, preferably in writing. Speaking of repairs, it's your landlord's responsibility to maintain the habitability of the apartment. This includes addressing issues like leaks, heating problems, and pest infestations. While minor repairs may be your responsibility as the tenant, major issues fall under the landlord's purview. As your lease term approaches its end, you'll need to decide whether to renew your lease or move on to a new place. If you're happy with your current living situation, reach out to your landlord a few months before the lease expiration to discuss renewal options. Keep in mind that rent increases are common upon lease renewal, so be prepared to negotiate. Section 6. Conquering the application process. Documents, deposits, and guarantors. Before you can secure your dream apartment, you'll need to navigate the application process, which can feel like an obstacle course in itself. Landlords typically require a completed application form, proof of income, credit check authorization, and references from previous landlords. Gathering these documents in advance can streamline the process. Be prepared to provide a security deposit, which is usually equivalent to 1 or 2 months' rent. This deposit serves as protection for the landlord in case of damages or unpaid rent. In some cases, landlords may also require a guarantor, someone who agrees to cover your rent if you're unable to do so. Competition for apartments can be fierce, so it's essential to put your best foot forward during the application process. Highlight your financial stability, responsible tenancy history, and anything else that makes you a desirable candidate. Don't be afraid to follow up with the landlord or broker to express your continued interest. Section 7. Moving day and beyond. Setting up, staying safe, and building a home. Moving day has arrived. Once you've settled into your new apartment, it's time to focus on setting up your utilities, unpacking, and making the space your own. Familiarize yourself with the building's rules and regulations, including garbage disposal, laundry facilities, and noise restrictions. New York City is generally a safe place to live, but it's always wise to take precautions to protect yourself and your belongings. Ensure that your apartment door has secure locks, be cautious about who you buzz into the building, and report any suspicious activity to your landlord or building management. One of the most rewarding aspects of living in New York City is the opportunity to connect with people from all walks of life. Take advantage of the city's vibrant social scene, explore your neighborhood, and embrace the diversity that surrounds you. Joining local community groups, attending events, and striking up conversations with your neighbors can enrich your New York City experience. Section 8. Watch out for the pitfalls, scams, red flags, and negotiation tips. While most landlords and brokers in New York City are reputable, it's important to be aware of potential scams and red flags. Be wary of listings that seem too good to be true, require payment in cash or through unconventional methods, or lack essential information. When viewing apartments, pay attention to red flags such as signs of water damage, pest infestations, inadequate heating or cooling, and overall poor maintenance. These issues could indicate underlying problems with the property or negligent landlords. Don't be afraid to negotiate the terms of your lease, especially in a competitive rental market. Landlords may be willing to negotiate on factors like the rent amount, lease duration, or even include certain utilities in the rent. Politely expressing your needs and demonstrating your qualifications as a responsible tenant can increase your chances of securing a favorable deal. Section 9, you've got this. Embracing New York City, living as a renter. Congratulations, you've made it. You've successfully navigated the thrilling and sometimes overwhelming world of New York City rentals. Remember, finding the perfect apartment is just the beginning of your journey. Embrace the city's energy, explore its hidden gems, and create a life you love in the heart of it all. Living in New York City is an experience like no other. It's a city that challenges you, inspires you, and pushes you to grow. As a renter, you have the flexibility to experience different neighborhoods, connect with people from all walks of life, and create a lifestyle that suits your unique needs and aspirations. So go out there, explore your new neighborhood, try that new restaurant everyone's talking about, and say yes to every opportunity that comes your way. You've got this, New Yorker.